Go fuck yourself.
Yeah. Anyway, then we're with Dallas, who's being supportive to Alli because he's the best. I love Dallas.
I love Dallas. My favorite. So he offers to help her, but my favorite thing about this is he's like, because she is clearly so not into the idea of dating a person right now, which is fucking
very fair.
He's like, there's only 2 conditions, and she's like, oh, you want to go on a date? And he's like, no. You're so full of yourself.
Yeah.
I just think that when we spend time together, we should only talk about science.
Yeah, I love him.
He's like, for a guy who acts like a dummy, he's like very emotionally smart.
True.
He is an empath. I bet he's a Cancer.
Oh, maybe.
Dallas is definitely a Cancer. Yeah.
We're going to have to like sort everybody at some point.
I know. Caitlin sent us an email about how Allie's
totally a Capricorn, and I was like, okay, I get it. Yeah,
I
can see it a little
Allie's
bit.
a Capricorn, but Dallas confirmed. I'm saying Dallas is a Cancer.
I can see that. Yeah. He has that like maternal instinct that
he does.
The stereotypical Cancer trait is like you are just so mothering and you're maternal, and you're like, that's the one part of it that I'm not.
It really is the one part that I'm not. But I was talking to my mom about it. This is like weird, but we were just talking about Zodiac for some reason. I was like, yeah, but I'm not like really. I'm like, the one part of like Cancer that I'm not is that I don't like kids. I'm not a kid person. And she was like, yeah, but you're nurturing in other ways.
Yeah, you are nurturing in other ways,
like with friends and stuff.
Animals,
so many animals.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
To things that are important to you. Just not, you're not literally motherly.
No.
You don't want to be a mom.
Nah, I'm good. Nah, dog.
But anyway, then we are at like the Mr. Hollingsworth like giving like a Q&A thing, and he believes in community. I wrote that down for some reason. And then Zoe's mom like comes up and is like confronting Drew in front of the entire auditorium, and it is rough, but I get it.
Yeah.
She's like, how about when you have sex with my 15-year-old daughter and then dump her or something like that? And it's like,
fair. Extreme yikes, but honestly fair.
And then Mr. Hollingsworth is like, I don't think this is the place to have this conversation. And then Drew like pieces out and they like go to the principal's office.
Extreme yikes.
But then we're with Becky and Imogen, who are like having a hard time with the dress code, but then they finally kind of land on it's about intent rather than like, I don't know, but like everyone should dress however they want unless they're like being intentionally distracting, I guess, is kind of.
Yeah, it's about, so like if you're
just like, don't intentionally try to like make a scene, or don't intentionally try to be offensive, or I don't know.
The umbrella term is distracting, but yeah, which honestly makes sense to me, like sense. Intention, you know?
Yeah, it's all about intent. So like,
you know, it's school. Don't dress like you're going to the club.
Yeah,
you know.
Yeah.
But it's like, you know, that's just being a person in the world.
God, I remember in middle school we weren't allowed to wear jeans with holes in them. Like girls weren't allowed to wear ripped jeans in middle school.
What?
I don't know, because couldn't see our legs for some reason. Even though like in the summer you could wear shorts, but they had to be like, you had to like do like the hand test or whatever.
We used to have to do that for like gym shorts and stuff.
Yeah, we had to do that with like any shorts. I think we also weren't allowed to wear flip-flops in middle school, because that's just like, I get that more. That's just a safety issue, I think. But we were allowed to in high school. Because I think that I don't know.
Well, that was also the time of rolly backpacks. Was middle school.
God.
So flip-flops are a hazard.
Yeah. But I guess I don't know. They were still pretty uncool by the time you were in middle school, but I don't think anyone was rolling a backpack by the time you got to high school.
I think 6th grade for me was when like rolling backpacks were a big thing.
I think I was in like 4th grade. That seemed more like a elementary school thing to me.
Maybe I'm misremembering.
But I don't know.
Remember rolling backpacks? Those are so lame.
I had one of those bum ones.
Nice.
I feel like they came in like either purple or green, and I had like one color, and my sister had. It was the one with like the handle was like a T shape.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. And I like everybody had them.
It just looks like you're going on a teeny tiny business trip at all times.
I know. But honestly, like, not a bad, in hindsight, rolly backpacks, good, like better for your back than a regular backpack, especially by the time you get into like middle school and high school when you're actually carrying substantial shit on your back.
Yep.
Like, I think I knew a kid who got, like, minor scoliosis because he only wore the backpack on one side of his shoulder, and then it, like, caused, like, kind of a weird curvature of his spine.
Oh, my God. Dude, just put on both straps.
It's not cool that way, Kelsey.
Oh, my God, neither is scoliosis. You might have to wear a brace or get a surgery. My friend had to wear a back brace for like a really long time.
That's so rough.
She
I don't think I ever knew anyone who had to do that.
Almost nobody knew. She hid it really well.
Well, at least she could hide it.
But it was like crazy.
Yeah.
It was ridiculous.
Actually, I might have known someone who had one, but she was allowed to only wear it like while she slept. It wasn't like crazy enough that she had to wear it under all of her clothes all the time. I don't remember.
My friend had to do it all the time, and she was an athlete, so...
Oh, God, that sucks.
Yeah, hiding it from people was very hard.
God, locker rooms must have been rough.
Yeah.
Ugh. PE locker rooms just in general.
Ugh.
Anyway.
Oh, my God, I read this, like, there was, like, this thread on Twitter that this guy, he's, like, a pediatrician, and so is his wife, and he just, like, went to Twitter, like, furious because... his 8th grade daughter went to school, and the school, for some sort of fitness thing, had to weigh everyone. And it wasn't like a blind weighing. Like they didn't. It wasn't like public, but like everyone had to do it.
Yeah.
Everyone had to do it, and they would tell them how much they weighed. So of course, all the girls are comparing each other, and it's like destroying them. I'm like, like this was like a week ago, and I'm still horrified. He like went and talked to the school. Like I would have like, oh my God. Crazy. Sorry. I'm just ridiculous.
No. Anyway. Then we are in the principal's office, and Audra is here, and she is pissed.
Yep.
Rightfully.
And Zoe admits that the sex was consensual.
Yeah, and her mom is like, this was statutory rape. You're 18. She's 15. La, la, la. And then Mr. Simpson is like, well, there's a 5-year window if it was consensual. Which I didn't think I knew that.
I think it depends on where you are.
Yeah.
It depends on where you are. Also, Mr. Simpson weirdly aware of the specificities of statutory rape laws.
I don't know. I feel like if you're a high school principal, you might have to know that kind of a thing.
That's true. Seniors date freshmen all the time.
Yeah.
A girl that I went to high school with just got married to a guy that was like, I think he was,
when she was a freshman.
I think he was a junior. I think he was a junior, and they dated or whatever when she was a freshman, maybe.
That's not as bad.
It's not, but that's kind of the same difference though, because Zoe's a sophomore,
and Drew's a senior, but he's a super senior.
Drew's a super senior,
so
yeah.
It's the same as like freshman to senior age gap.
Yeah,
guys.
Yeah, it's not great.
No, I mean, I think I've told the story, but I had a friend who dated a girl in 8th grade when we were juniors, and that's even fucking weirder.
Oh no, I hate it.
And they dated for a really long time. Like I think they're broken up now, but like. I think they dated throughout college, and they like moved to San Diego together. But
God,
I don't think they're together anymore though. But it was.
That's what happens when you start dating someone when you're 13. Creepy. Although I do a couple that I know from high school got married and started dating in 8th grade. They got married like last year or 2 years ago or something.
When they were both in 8th grade.
Yeah.
Okay, that's less weird though.
It's not weird. I mean, it's not like gross, but it's just like odd to me.
That you've just been together that long.
They took like a break once.
Yeah.
For like 6 months in like sophomore year of high school.
Yeah. I mean, my aunt and uncle started dating when they were like 14 and 15.
It's crazy.
And I think they maybe took a break during college for like a second, or maybe college was kind of like a gray area time, but they've basically been together since they were 14. Married.
I don't even
to this day
want to be Facebook friends with the guys that I dated when I was like 14 and 15.
I mean, sometimes I feel like it just depends on how you grow as a person and whether you grow together or whether you do not.
I am so glad that I grew apart.
Yeah, I think it just depends.
I'm friends with one of them, I think. He's engaged. Yeah. It's fine.
But then it's like, then Zoe's like, it was consensual, and it's like, all right, I guess it's fine now. Nobody's technically in trouble.
And Drew's like, great, peace out. I'm gonna go deal with my internship. And his mother is like, horrified. I'm sorry.
Yeah. And then he goes.
Are you a sociopath?
Pleads for his job with Mr. Hollingsworth, who for some reason gives him a second chance and is like, "You're on probation now. Everyone makes mistakes." And it's like,
I believe in second chances. Just ask my son. Just throwing Miles under the bus for no goddamn reason.
No. And then we were like back at Drew's house with like a weird like music montage, and then Audra comes down and is like, "Turn off your fucking music." She's totally disgusted with him and is very disappointed in him.
Makes all the points.
And she's like, "Sex is serious, especially for a girl, especially at that age." And then Drew's like, "I guess I wasn't thinking. It's been a really hard year." And Audra's like, "Don't you dare put this on your brother. This has nothing to do with that. You don't get to pull that card. You made a bad fucking choice. You were really selfish. I thought I raised a better man than this." And then mic drop, Audra's out, and
hell
she's
yeah,
fucking queen forever.
Hell yeah.
But then we were with Imogen and
Dress code works.
yeah, the dress code works. And yeah, I guess the dress code was like, respect yourselves and each other and like make good choices is basically the dress code.
Pretty much. And apparently one girl tried to do it and then another girl talked her back into it and she's like, we just want this to work out for everybody. And hooray.
And then we're with Drew and his dumbass roses. He has like a bouquet of roses and was waiting for Zoe, who we see has had the word hoe like written on her locker, which is so stupid and I hate it.
Seriously.
And then he like is trying to wipe it off and Zoe walks up and she's like, "Did you write that too and regret it?" or something.
Oh, yeah, it was a good line.
And he's like, "No, I don't know what else to say. I brought you flowers." And Zoe's like, "Fuck you and your flowers. My mom always told me not to trust boys and now I know why. Bye." And I'm like, oh God. And he's just like contributed to her already pretty deep-seated trust issues. This is not great.
Yeah, I mean, she's not wrong. Maybe don't trust boys. It's not the worst takeaway.
Be cautious.
Protect your heart.
And then we're with
Dallas and Alli.
Dallas and Alli. He's helping her with her decimal points in her science project, and he's the best, and I love it.
Yeah, and he like, she's like, "Hey, you helped. Do you need to like put your name on too?" He's like, "No, this is yours. I was just an extra set of hands," and like disappears into the night. Like, very cool guy.
And then we're at Drew's house, and we find him reading a book called "Nut Up or Shut Up,"
which
I'm like, okay.
I mean, I guess it appeals to the intended audience.
It's like something to help him stop being a jerk to girls. And then he's talking to Dallas about
Seems real reasonable that he needs a book to explain it to him.
Drew's not very bright.
Hey, don't be an asshole.
But
all right, chapter 2.
He does feel bad about it, and it seems like he genuinely kind of understands how he was such a jerk now.
Yeah.
And now that his mom has handed it to him and Zoe has handed it to him, and he's like, "Maria did something bad." And then he's like, "Okay, yeah, I feel really horrible. I don't know what to say." And Audra overhears his, like, heartfelt, basically, apology. And she's like, "All right, sounds like a good start," basically. And then Dallas says something about, like, unrequited love for a science nerd or something. And
yeah.
Like,
he really does.
And then it's over.
And then it's over.
Spirit Squad captain.
Audra?
And Audra.
And Dallas and Audra.
Yeah. Ship Drew. Or no, Dallas and Alli.
Yeah, Dallas and Alli, 100%. I just remembered that Drew and Alli used to date.
I know. Drew's dated a lot of people.
Yeah. Anyway.
Drew and Katie?
Yeah. Actually, when this whole thing happened, I was like, virginity number 2. Okay.
Oh, God. Yeah.
Also, you guys, virginity is a social construct and it's bullshit.
Yes.
It's not real.
Grapevine.
So we have a tweet from Anne Elizabeth. I was shocked Zoe didn't get in trouble. My school def had jurisdiction over cyberbullying, and you could get suspended for like a week for something milder than Zoe's page. I feel like most schools operate similarly.
I hope so.
It actually, I think I blocked it out as just a part of like burying my horrible middle school experience. But I did get someone in a very big trouble for cyberbullying me.
Oh, really?
Oh, yeah. It was like, I might just unleash some like traumatic information on you guys. No, there was this super big asshole in my middle school. And I remember he had it was like right when MySpace got huge. It was like 2003 2004, 2005.
Yeah.
And he had, and on his AIM profile, he would write like a mean word and it would link to someone specific MySpace page.
Ew.
And mine was like the first one on there, FYI, which is why I got him in trouble because fuck you.
Ew.
And I like printed everything. I was such an ass.